Hi everyone, I'm proud to welcome you to the presentation of Teamily. My name is Charvatuk Daniel and I'm the product manager at Teamily, which is an HR platform built for the hybrid workspace. Teamily is the platform that aims to streamline the efficiency in the workplace environment and get rid of all the mundane tasks bestowed on all the employees and teams that are working day by day. The problem is that teams actually lose up to 10% of their time submitting requests, chasing approvals, status updates, and all of the buried documents or delayed approvals. And everything is done decentralized through all of the countless different apps that are available to all of the teams. The HR market is known for its bureaucracy and complex legislation processes, which is actually consuming both human resources as well as imposing a financial burden on companies. According to our internal analysis, teams lose a lot of hours per week submitting written time off requests, chasing all of the approvals needed for them. And this is also paired with more than 30 hours that the accounting and HR departments are allotting in order to approve those requests, drop the necessary documentation, verify whether the requests were correctly submitted, create internal orders for each of the documents, then manually process all this information into timesheets in order to submit everything to the accounting and payroll teams. Here comes Teamily with the solution to solve this issue by streamlining all of these processes and having them take place in one single app. The request of a time off is done directly through a few taps, with approvers being notified through emails and on the platform's dashboard, and the HR and accounting departments are simply downloading the final timesheet. Automating the recurring HR, inventory, document, and calendar workflows, as well as the ticketing desk. This allows teams to be free to focus on high-value work that actually drives impact and provides additional value. Teamily is based on different modules, which can be offered to the client based on their company's demands. So although we do have the core module, everything else is modular and can be added upon. Our core HR module allows for fully automated time off requests from the employee all the way to the approvers and the HR department, including integrated timesheets, attendance, and vacation planners. Users can also sign their time off requests via Teamily by uploading their signature, and everything is done and approved seamlessly. Another module is the inventory one. With the help of Teamily, company can now have access to real-time asset tracking, including information on the inventory assigned to each of the user for an onboarding or even asset change. We're also planning on working for the low stock alerts, as this is a greatly used feature and we see a lot of potential in it. Another module is the documents, where Teamily allows a centralized file library with optional upload of documents, as well as a registry of files, or simply allowing the creation of records without having to upload any documents. Users now have access on a centralized library of all of their data and documents, as well as signed time off requests, orders, and their other files that are relevant for their employment. Therefore, there's no need to keep those records in a physical form elsewhere. Another module which is core to the Teamily platform is the calendar. So there's a unified event view in order for teams to plan their activity accordingly. The point is to have a single view of all of the colleagues' requests for time off, personal leaves, as well as company and team events, including national holidays and days off. This makes work for hybrid teams much easier and predictable for everyone involved. So you would always have predictability in terms of what exactly each of the team member is doing. Another module of Teamily is the help desk. Since according to our research, employees are often confused on whom they should actually redirect their requests for assistance, therefore this module allows for the creation of queues and managing them, ensuring that each request is sent through a pipeline and addressed accordingly to the SLA of each company and replied to. Another module that we finished working on and is critical to the Teamily platform is the performance review. Our goal is to also allow teams and companies to automate the performance review process, which is usually completely decentralized and conducted on different platforms. With the help of templates, companies will be able to create various types of reviews according to their needs, annual or one-time reviews, peer or even exit reviews. Everything is fully configurable. This module was just released and we're piloting it in order to gather more feedback on the user experience and provide a seamless experience. In terms of architecture and security, it's worth mentioning the following highlights. The backend has two Azure App Service microservices. We're using Azure SQL for databases. We're using Azure Static Web App for the front end with Azure Service Bus. We're also using application insights and log analytics for threat detection, as well as we're using various security measures in order to have a very secure platform. Teamly is also designed to integrate Azure AI services like cognitive services or Azure OpenAI for intelligent futures while maintaining strict security controls. In terms of metrics, we've collected data from public available research, as well as we've conducted our own internal analysis based on our proof of concept. Below are the most relevant data for all of our use cases, which we believe greatly emphasize the need for a tool like Teamly. According to the report of McKinsey & Company, 30% of time is lost for information search. That means that knowledge workers spend roughly 30% of their workday just searching for information across different tools and files. And we're all familiar with that since we did have to search for information in different types of messengers, tools, and online repositories. According to another report of Dimension Data, based on their analysis, 73% of customers actually prefer using a web portal over other channels to solve their issues. That allows them the flexibility to actually go along in their own pace. According to the client's data of Zendesk, in their report, they see that 30% of business users report workflow automation freed up to 4 hours out of the time for their week. That means that Teamly also has the potential to free up that allotted time for employees. A case study for the Teamly platform and how we actually managed to go from launching a proof of concept to a minimum viable product. Since Teamly was designed to be a country agnostic platform from the ground up, and this helped us to sign our first partner client from Romania, covering its very own legislation specifics without any troubles. Teamly was basically configured to also work for the Romanian legislation, and this proved that our platform has the potential to be successful without any issues, can work in different countries based on a multi-tenancy approach. Other demos were also conducted with potential clients from both Moldova and Romania, and some are advancing in discussions, including with companies that are looking to switch from the well-established industry competitors that aren't that flexible in implementing their custom requests or specific use cases. I would like to thank you for taking part into this presentation, and let's empower teams together.